A car of a postal service arrives in a bison ranch at the village of Predorvin in Switzerland. If one lives here, it can be sure it will get its post mail in an old-fashioned way. With accessibility to services for people who live at rural areas, Switzerland wants to ensure continuation of life in its agricultural parts. A day before the visit of Predorvin, project leaders of state alumni rural tourism as an alternative income project in Armenia, Georgia, Macedonia and Serbia meet with organizations in Lausanne that work and help farmers in Switzerland to establish agrotourism as a part of their general activities in agriculture. Michel Jouffret works at Agritea on trainings and researches this organization delivers to farmers in rural areas.
It's a heavy load of work, and then if at the end you have 400 francs, you may think about the diversification. And actually, personally, I push people to go rather in direct sale and product transformation than in hospitality.
In an environment that has been changing, Oliver von Allmen started organization Agrotourism Swiss, financed with public money, with aim to focus on quality control and improve quality of life in the future for rural and agricultural activities of inhabitants in rural areas. The organization Agrotourism Swiss, with offices in Bern, unites 580 members of 3 organizations, Sleeping in a Straw, Holiday on the Farm, and Tourism Rural. They plan to unite 3 parts into one organization to disperse information to the farmers more successfully.
And we have, not only in Switzerland, I think in Europe in general, a very big potential for rural tourism, for agricultural tourism. And here in Switzerland, we try to go very large, to cover the whole country with good products, and of course to bring more turnover, more money to the farms, especially to small and middle-sized farms.
3,000 farms on annual level stopped with their activities in agriculture in the last 15 years in Switzerland.
Reasons are many. One is that people are getting old, and their children, they don't want to retake the farm. They don't want to retake the farm because perhaps they are not interested into farming, but also because we have quite a high land pressure. So it's difficult if your parents have a small farm to get access to new land in order to be perhaps more competitive.
Although there are illustrations of opposite situations, such as this in Canton of Jura. Armand Catin is an example that despite unpopular tendencies to change farm activities or closing the farms, continuation with family tradition in rural areas, it can be popular choice of life.
I live with my parents in one farm, and we need to make a diversification because we have less land. So 20 years ago we started to make agritourism, and it's a good opportunity for us to keep this farm and make enough money to live.
With 60,000 farms and around 7,000 farms that produce organic products on federal level, Switzerland looks at possibilities to animate rural areas and compete with rural tourism potentials of neighboring countries, members of European Union.